Well, now with 28 days to go, Hurricane Milton has the potential to shake up a presidential race that's already seen more than its share of surprises. The political storm coming as the federal government, the Harris campaign, and a number of Republican lawmakers push back on rumors and lies about FEMA's ongoing response to Hurricane Helene.
I've lived in North Carolina for almost 30 years. I've seen a lot of storms come through this state. I'm actually impressed with how much attention was paid to a region that wasn't likely to have experienced the impact that they did.
Donald Trump has accused both of you of ignoring the disaster.
He is lying. Let me get this straight. He's lying. And the governor told him he was lying.
People are in desperate need of support right now, and playing political games at this moment in these crisis situations, these are the height of emergency situations, is just utterly irresponsible, and it is selfish.
All right, so many of the false allegations, including that aid is being withheld from Republican areas, are coming from former President Trump. Here is some of what he said in just the past few days.
They're dying, and they're getting no help from our federal government because they have no money, because their money's been spent on people that should not be in our country.
It's been a terrible response from the White House. They're missing $1 billion that was used for another purpose.
But we do know there are a lot of people who still need help. So let's bring in News Nation's Joe Khalil live for us in Washington. And Joe, really the coming days and weeks will pose a serious test not only for the current administration, but also for Kamala Harris's presidential ambitions.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Nichole. We have heard a lot about hurricane response, and it's not always about getting people to safety or mitigation. It is an injection of politics into the hurricane response. And be clear here, we're talking about both sides of the aisle and both campaigns now doing this. This has become a fresh road here for both sides to make political points. This is now talking points. These are political attacks. This is fair game now. And in a way that just a couple of years ago, natural disasters would have been off limits for campaigning on. But here we are. And you highlighted some that what former President Trump said, the idea that FEMA money that has gone to migrants is the reason that FEMA will run out of money for hurricane victims. As we've been reporting, that is a false claim. That is not happening. Migrants have gotten FEMA money, but it's from a totally separate pool of funding than what hurricane victims will get. FEMA says they have money to cover the costs of both hurricanes. But it is being repeated often by some from the Trump campaign. And now we see that the Harris campaign is also putting money behind political ads in this vein. What we have seen over the last 24 hours is attack ads against Donald Trump for his response to wildfires in California back when he was in office, featuring people who used to work for him. The Harris campaign putting real money behind these ads. This is just a little snippet of one. Take a listen.
He would suggest not giving disaster relief to states that hadn't voted for him.
I remember one time after a wildfire in California, he wouldn't send relief because it was a Democratic state. So we went as far as looking up how many votes he got in those impacted areas to show him these are people who voted for you.
So we can't verify the claims that were made in that ad. The Trump campaign, they say that it was totally made up. They deny the allegations there. But Nichole, the point is here that we are clearly now in new territory where both campaigns have made the concerted decision to try to use responses to natural disasters as a way to campaign for themselves and to hit the other side in a way we have not historically seen be done.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.